I'm the CEO and founder of a company called Quix Labs. We started our company a few years ago after I saw a lot of my friends struggling with vaping addiction and smoking addiction. Our product helps those users by offering a system that gives them the same hand-to-mouth feel that cigarettes and e-cigarettes offer, but we do allow them to slowly reduce their nicotine through 4 nicotine strengths all the way down to 0. It's a good combination of things of what makes our product different on the market. I'd say first, really, it's our product in its nature is designed to support users that want to gradually reduce their nicotine. One of the biggest problems we see is most existing interventions only focus on chemical addiction, which is the actual nicotine itself, where we actually address not only the chemical side, but the habitual side, behavioral support, putting it in an ecosystem where the patient can feel supported during that journey. And finally, I would say it's our team. We have a team of passionate individuals that have experience dealing with smokers in the past, dealing with the vaping industry, seeing friends that got addicted to vaping, and understand fundamentally why it is. And those are really our key differences for the product and the company. Realistically, so of course the catch for us is that we're currently sold in the UK only, and it's been a great opportunity to go over there and work with them. Over the course of the next 5 years, I would like to see Quix Labs here in the US as well, and really across the entire world. There are smokers all across the world that are desperately trying to get off of these products. So for Quix Labs, the first steps that we took were to begin our product development. So pull the team together, of course. We formed a company. I always believe it's one of the first steps you should take, actually putting together a structure that you can build off of because you can always make changes later. So that was the first step, but then the second step for us, I started doing procurement overseas, trying to find a manufacturer that could produce the product that we needed, worked with a few engineers overseas, and then once we had a prototype we liked, we were planning to go to market in the US originally. Regulations did change, which we decided to make a strategic pivot and launch in the UK. That comes with its own level of things we have to overcome for regulatory approval. But really just the key to that is networking. So I was able to successfully network with a lot of key people within the UK that were able to help us get to market and then ultimately start selling. So there's a bunch of different first steps that we've taken because the company's been through so many life cycles. But the first one's really just forming the team, pulling everybody together, and then looking to actually get something tangible and real that we could provide to people. There is a huge emotional burden that you do take on when you run a business. When you're at the helm of a company, you are the leader, you are the one running the charge. You're the one going out doing fundraising meetings, talking to your first customers, and leading a team ideally. So be ready for that. You have to continue to grow into your role as you go. The beauty is all of these skills are teachable. You just have to trust the process and be willing to make that commitment to make a difference. In our company or in any startup where you are basically everything for the business or your team is everything for the business, taking those risks are measured, but sometimes you just have to go with your gut. The pain tolerance does get easier over the years. You do learn to get a little bit numb to the risk. It doesn't mean that you don't feel the risk, but it definitely does enable you to be able to make those decisions, but it takes time. What would I tell my younger self? Buckle up. I mean, it's a ride. I would tell them things that I've just had to learn over the years. Be humble, be modest, be willing to ask for help. I probably would have given him money for Bitcoin, if I'm being honest. I probably would have had a few of those more cheeky answers, but in a sincere way, I would have told him, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy, but you will have shoulders that will evolve so you can carry the weight on them and be that person. Embrace it and don't run from it.